Let's go to Stephanie in the Bronx. Stephanie.
Hey, good morning, Brad.
Good morning.
I don't know what happened the other day, but I'm good, thank
what
you.
What happened?
I asked you, yes, when I called the other day, something wrong with the phone. It got cut off, and I couldn't get back onto you guys. Yeah, the question I was asking, I put in my husband's space for the first week of November, but the thing is, we didn't put in the two kids, so can I still put them in, or do I have to wait until he gets his green card before I put them in?
Where are you a citizen, Stephanie?
Yes.
Okay, and where are the children?
They're in Jamaica.
And where's your husband?
He's here.
He's here. You would put in everybody separately, but you can put it at the same time. So you put in one adjustment application for your husband and two separate I-130 visa petitions for the children. Now, what will generally happen, and I'll be happy to answer all your questions, but let me just finish this thought. What will generally happen is if the kids get their visa appointment before your husband gets through, they're going to hold up the kids in Jamaica, waiting on making sure that immigration says this is a real marriage between you and your spouse. But the process is, if you do it at the same time, the process is for an interview here in America, it's about 9 months. And for an interview in Jamaica or any country that your children may be in, it's probably 12 to 15 months. So if you put them in at the same time, invariably, your husband's going to get through before the children back in Jamaica.
Okay, so even I can put it in now then?
Yes.
I can still put it in? Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Right.
I just shared 10 times.
What'd you say?
I just shared your page 10 times, and they're tired of me.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Bravo.
You're welcome.
I should make that a rule. If you want an immigration question asked, you got to promise me to share the page 10 times. All right.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good rule. Thanks, Stephanie. Be well.
Bye.
1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Simone in Queens. Simone.
Good morning.
Good morning, Simone. How are you?
Yeah, I'm calling just to find out a question.
Sure.
I did my interview on the 7th of November. Up until now, I still haven't heard nothing.
You did your interview on the 7th of November, and up to now you've heard nothing.
Yeah, and when I called USCIS, they said my priority date is January 31st, 2016. They haven't reached there as yet, but I did my interview on the 7th of November.
Who's sponsoring you?
My husband.
All right, there is no priority date if your husband's sponsoring you. You're an immediate relative, and you should be getting through immediately. And you did your interview how long ago, did you say?
The 7th of November.
Oh, it's only been 60 days. So what I would suggest you do is you got to wait 120 days from the time of the interview. And it's going to be one of two. It's going to be one of two. Either within 120 days, you're going to get your approval, or maybe they don't believe it's a real marriage. How did the interview go? Maybe they're going to schedule you for a Stokes. I mean, we don't know that.
They didn't. To be honest with you, they didn't ask me no question.
Right. But that doesn't mean anything. Sometimes they just look you up and down and they go like this.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And stoke you without even asking questions. So I mean, you never really know. So it's possible you'll be called for a second interview. It's possible you'll get through. It's only been approximately 60 days or so. If you have not heard anything, we're now at the end of January. If you haven't heard anything, by mid-March, you live in Queens, just make an appointment to come see me.
Okay. And the next question I want to ask you. My brother, his girlfriend is here. His wife is here about, March make 2 years, and he's here maybe I think it's 3 years. Now he's married to the girlfriend. Can the girlfriend file for him?
Yeah, why not?
Even though she's not a citizen?
Yeah. There's two different processes, and I say this a lot, but I think I want to make it very clear, and you stay on the phone so, on our show so you understand, okay? When you're married to a U.S. citizen, that's one process to get a green card. When you're married to a green card holder, it's a completely different process, but yes, you can go through it to get a green card. So people always think that because it's not the same process of being married to an American citizen, you can't do it. That's not the case. Okay, if you're married to an American citizen like yourself, you file an adjustment application, you get your work permit, you get an interview in 9-10 months here in the United States of America. That's the process. When you're married to a green card holder, you file an I-130 visa petition, you get put on a waiting list. The waiting list is approximately 18 months. Assuming you overstayed your time like your brother did, what will happen is one of two. Either at some point over those 18 months, the spouse will become a U.S. citizen, and then you go through the adjustment process like you just did, Or alternatively, if the spouse doesn't become a U.S. citizen, then you do what's called a provisional waiver, which we discuss on the show all the time. You get your waiver approved, you go home for 2 weeks, you come back with your green card. When you are married to a green card holder, you should absolutely be filing, especially in this day and age. And I'll tell you why, okay? Just yesterday, okay, you know, there was the government shutdown, right? And they shut down the government, the Democrats, to try to get this DREAM Act passed, which isn't going to happen now, because Trump, as Schumer calls him, is Jello. And now, you know, there was going to be some sort of deal, wall for, you know, some sort of immigration reform for amnesty and getting people green cards here who are illegal. That's not going to happen now. There is going to be, my guess is, exactly as the laws are today will be what the laws will be in 1 month from now, will be the same exact laws in 6 months from now. I think the Dreamers are going to get screwed until the Democrats take over the Congress. So it's going to be the same laws. So what Trump's going to do is he's just going to start enforcing laws more and more and more and try to deport more and more people. But we're still dealing with the same laws. So you should be, if you're here out of status, you shouldn't be hiding. What you should be doing is trying to get through as quickly as possible. So if he's married to a resident, let her file for him.
Okay, thank you.
All right?
Have a good day.
Okay. All right. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. It's actually a beautiful day here in New York City. I don't think that is actually today that we're looking at. Maybe it is, but I don't think so. But it is a beautiful day. Do we have somewhere like the live shot from New York? Do we have that, Jill? Do we have our live shot set up yet? Not yet, but we can do it. Yeah, let's see live New York. It's going to take a second. So as I'm talking, all of a sudden we're going to see live New York. Why not? Let's see it. All right, 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Sudat in Queens.
Yes,
Sudat,
sir.
How are you, sir?
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a niece. She doesn't have no green card, but she wants to get married to a citizen guy. The fiance. Yeah, his fiance. But one question I have, a big question. His fiance is living in Minnesota.
Right.
And he works over there. And the girl in New York in Queens. Does this sponsoring can still go through if they're married?
No. How is it going to go through? They live across the country from each other. They got to live together. When you get married to a U.S. citizen, let me be very clear about this. It may very well be a real marriage. It may very well be a marriage for love. It may very well be a marriage for life. You may be Romeo and Juliet. But according to the Immigration Service, you better be two things. One, living together. And two, sharing an economic relationship. They don't care that you're in love. They don't care that you're Romeo and Juliet. They care about two things. Do you live together? I mean, obviously, the whole thing is, are you in love? And that's the whole thing. But how do they figure this out? They don't figure it out because there's no blood test that they can take to figure out if you're in love or not. Okay? So the only way they can figure out if you're in love or not is, this is it. This is reality. Do you live together? Do you share the same bedroom? So they're going to ask you questions about your living arrangements. And they're going, now, right or wrong, this is the process. And do you share an economic relationship? Do you have a bank account together? Do you put your money in the bank account together? Do you pay the bills out of this bank account? Period. Do you share in the proceeds and the debts of the marriage? Do you share the same pillow or a pillow next to each other at the end of the night? If that is, the answer is yes to both of those, you get through. If the answer is no to one or two of them, you're not getting through. That's just how immigration works.
No, because his job reason, he has his job in Minnesota, but he always go and come, you know. He always come on a Monday or holidays. He come over here.
Yeah, his
job relation make he gone to Minnesota to work.
As my invisible co-host always says, you know, are you watching me on Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah, or YouTube? What I'm doing is just putting my hands up saying it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter. All right?
Okay, sir.
All right,
Thank you very much.
So basically, Your niece, I'll tell you this, okay? Your niece loves this guy, okay? She's in love with him. This is a real marriage. What should be more important is being with your spouse and getting your green card rather than trying to keep some fakakta job here in New York. Let her move to Minnesota. Get a green card. All right?
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. 1-800-529-5465. Marina Brakefield. Good morning, Marina Brakefield. She is up in our Hartford office. And Marina, 1 Congress Street. Is that true, Marina? Yes, it is. And so if you're up in Connecticut in the Hartford area, you don't want to schlep down here to New York for 3.5 hours. It's a 3-hour drive up from, I did the drive from New York to Hartford. It's almost 3 hours. So you don't want to schlep down here? You can go see Marina in our Connecticut office. And maybe we'll get other offices in other cities and you can see other marinas in other cities. But right now it's New York and Hartford. Or you can do what's called a phone consultation from anywhere in the United States or anywhere in the world. So if you're in Florida, you're in Maryland, you're in California, you're in Idaho. Why you'd be in Idaho, I don't know. But if you are, you can call us on the phone. You can make an appointment to speak with us. And you can have the consultation from anywhere in the United States and anywhere in the world. It's the same immigration laws. And by the way, for your interviews, excuse me, for your appointments at immigration, we'll fly out to Idaho. Why not? I've never been there. Maybe it's nice. We'll fly out to Idaho. We'll fly out to California. We'll fly out to Florida. Been to Florida plenty of times. We'll fly out to Louisiana. Wherever you are, we will fly out to you for your interview. So we at Spar and Bernstein can handle your case from anywhere in the United States and outside of the world. So give us a call right now at 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. And in addition, you will be able to speak to me if you want. You could speak to one of my other associates if you want. And if you don't know yet whether you need a consultation, you're not sure, give us a call now, get on our show, and we'll get like a little mini question and answer thing going, and then I'll let you know if you need a lawyer or not. Or leave your questions live on our Facebook page at The Brad and Squeeze Show, or leave your questions live right now on our YouTube page. That's right, YouTube, we're back live on YouTube. Yay, YouTube, finally. 1-800-529-5465. Clifford in Queens, New York. Clifford.
Good morning, Brad.
Morning, what's up?
Yes, I did my citizenship test November 28th.
Right.
But I haven't heard from them yet.
Okay.
So you think it's still early?
I think it's early. What happened at your citizenship interview? Did they say that you have a problem?
No.
Okay.
The only thing that happened was I have my driver's license was from Pennsylvania. That's the only thing.
Your driver's license in Pennsylvania? Why is your driver's license in Pennsylvania?
Because that's where I used to live years ago, but I didn't change it.
So now perhaps, you know, they're going to look into this simply because I'll tell you what the thinking is. The thinking is that you live in New York, you got a driver's license in Pennsylvania to try to save insurance money on your car by registering it in Pennsylvania. I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but that's the thinking process, and they're thinking, maybe you don't have good moral character. Maybe you're trying to skirt the law somehow. So they're looking into you probably a little more than they otherwise would. I mean, you got to go with a clean record. If you're filing in New York, you come with a New York driver's license. You're filing in Pennsylvania, you come with a Pennsylvania driver's license. So let's see what happens in the next 2 or 3 months, and hopefully, you know, you get cleared and you become a citizen. If not, come, you know, give me a call by March if you haven't heard anything.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Mini consultation, like it. Let's go to Terry in Virginia. Terry.
Yes, hello.
Virginia Beach. How are you, Terry?
Not bad at all.
What's going on?
Quick question. So I sent out I just received to do my biometrics in December for my I-485.
Right.
And after I did my biometrics, I just got in the mail to go in to do my interview February 27th. But they took forever. That was like May 2016. Now it's 2018. I'm just being able to do the biometrics. But another thing, my husband is not living with me no more because I filed another case, an abuse case, in May 2017. The cops had to remove him from my house because of abuse. Mm-hmm. And I sent in a different case, which is self-petition for spouse abuse. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, should I go to this interview February 27th because he's not going to be there with me?
Yes. Yes.
Do I have to go with a lawyer?
You should. We just had a call yesterday. I don't know if you watch our show every day. Just had a call yesterday, and the woman had the same similar situation where her husband filed for her. Then there was abuse, and I'm sorry about that. I'm glad he's out of the house, and I'm glad you're safe. And then she got the interview. She filed an abuse case, but then on the other hand, she got the interview based on what the husband did. And she went to another lawyer, and the lawyer says, "No, don't go on that." And I said, "No, that's wrong. You should go on it because if you don't, the immigration officer, they're not. Who is that detective from London? They're not Sherlock Holmes. They're not looking through the whole entire system, looking to see if you filed something else. Okay, they're not. So what's happening is you don't show up to an interview. They say, "Oh, this woman didn't show up to her interview, denied. I'm sending her off to the deportation office to put her in deportation, and then let a judge figure out if you filed anything else." So now you're getting in deportation, and then number two, you got to refile your adjustment again. You're better off to go and bring your proof that you filed the abuse case, your receipts or your approval or whatever. Explain everything that happened to the officer. He won't put you in deportation. He doesn't have to be Sherlock Holmes and figure out if you have something else filed somewhere. He'll keep your case open pending the approval of your abuse case, and they'll consolidate everything.
Okay, because I haven't got no green card, nothing at all.
I know. Well, that's what you're trying to do. And what I would suggest, Terry, because this is going on 2 years, and it seems like you've gone through, a lot to get to this point. You want good things to happen to you. You don't want bad things to happen to you. Okay, and good things happen to people who get good lawyers who help them. You can't do everything on your own. You need people to help you. You need good lawyers. You need good doctors to keep you alive. You need good family members to support you. People need other people in life. And one of the things you need right now is probably a good lawyer. So hold on one second.
One quick question again. My work permit was expired, and I sent in since August 7th, and I haven't received a new one. Is it?
Well, then you're doing something in error. I'm not sure what. You should have gotten it by now. So that's, again, why you need a good lawyer at this point, okay? Because A, you've been waiting for years. Two, you're not sure exactly what you're doing. You're probably up at night anxious what's going to happen. This is your life here. All right, this is crunch time. You're at the last 2 minutes of the football game, because we're coming up to the Super Bowl, okay? You're at the last 2 minutes of the football game. You got to score a touchdown now or you lose. Okay, so you need, all right, you want to have the best players in, okay? Hold on 1 second. Hold on. All right. 1-800-529-5465. Please don't forget to share. We're going to be going to Belgium Kim, our social media guru, in about 3 minutes. So please leave, BK, as we like to call her. So please leave your immigration questions on Facebook. Please leave your immigration questions on YouTube, and we're going to be going to our rapid fire round right after we speak to Michael in Mount Vernon. Michael.
Morning, Brad.
Morning. How are you?
Good. I was checking on some here. I did my interview for citizenship in November. How long will it take for them to call me for the swearing in?
Yeah, you should hear within 120 days, unless there's something in your background that they're checking into.
Okay. Well, right. They told me I had passed,
Okay, so if you passed what they told you was that you passed the citizenship test, which is the government's and government test, the English test, but they didn't say. Did they say that your fingerprints cleared, your background cleared? Because that's usually the delay.
Well, they didn't say anything like that.
Right. So you got to wait 4 months. If you don't hear within 4 months, you come see me.
Okay,
that's the rule.
Okay.
All right. You know what? Sandra in Philadelphia. Let's see Sandra in Philadelphia, and then we're going to go to Belgium, Kim. Sandra.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. And you?
Very good.
Okay.
Surprisingly.
I filed for my daughter in Jamaica in 2015.
Right.
I am a U.S. citizen. She's 33 years old. She's been approved since 2015 and still on waiting.
Correct.
Do you have any idea how long the waiting is? Because I'm a citizen. I thought it would be earlier.
Yeah, about 5 more years. So much for the theory of chain migration, which doesn't exist.
5 more years?
Yeah. Probably. There is no such thing as there's no such thing as chain migration. There's also no such thing as Santa Claus. Okay.
Is it because of her age?
It's because she's over 21, and there's a huge, long list of people who want to come to America, and they only give 22,000 green cards a year to children above the age of 21 of U.S. citizens.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right. You know, that whole theory of chain migration is right up there with, I don't know, Santa Claus, and Donald Trump is a honorable. I'll tell you what. Okay, chain migration's up there with Donald Trump is a good husband who goes home to bed with Melania every night. Yeah, right. Maureen.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. I'm being a mouthpiece for my friends who I encourage to be a part of the show, but I have 3 questions. Let me ask my
Three questions. Okay.
Yes, I'm going to ask my questions. I acquired a Social Security through a J1 visa, and then changed status to a regular visitor's visa.
Okay.
Got married. Pending my green card.
Okay.
However, I have a job opportunity. Is it advisable to take this job and proceed with paying tax before getting what I need to get?
Yeah, it's fine. You should have a work permit, and you should be legal to work if you're filing an adjustment application. You certainly have a Social Security number and can pay your taxes. And as long as you're married to an American citizen, any illegal employment that you take is not a bar to getting a green card. So yeah, go take the job.
Okay. And proceed with paying taxes, that's fine
Yes,
too?
absolutely. And make sure it's jointly with your husband. When did you get married?
Just last year, and we just put in the green card application.
Okay, so you should be filing a joint tax return for 2017 with your husband, using your Social Security number, whether you earned money or not.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that.
Okay.
Now, I'm actually on behalf of my brother.
Now you got the other friends.
Yes.
Okay.
His wife served of a divorce after 5 years of marriage and 2 kids. He's just putting in his citizenship. He wants to know if there are any negative implications because of the divorce.
Not really, as long as it was a real marriage. They may ask questions about the validity of the marriage.
It was, he's paying child support.
Okay, yeah, so as long as he's paying child support, I don't think it should be a problem.
Okay. My friend, she says her daughter has a green card. What if she's now in Jamaica? There are issues with a child's father, so he sent the child back to Jamaica.
How old is the child?
The child is 15.
And how long has the child been in Jamaica?
A little over a year since.
Okay, so she has to go down to Jamaica and bring the child into the U.S. Embassy and get her what's called an SB1 visa to come back, because she's abandoned her green card, but as a 15-year-old, it's really hard to abandon a green card, so she should just get the SB1 visa, come back. But once you turn 18, you're out of the country for more than a year, you're screwed. Come back.
Okay, so she can do all of that without the green card in hand because he's holding on to it.
Yes. But what has to happen is the mother goes down to Jamaica, brings the child into the U.S. Embassy, and tells the problem. They'll give her an SB1 visa to come back, and when she comes back to the United States, she could apply for a renewal of her green card with the mother.
Okay, thank you. And the next question was, I'm just about to put in my citizenship application. She lives in New York. How long is the wait for the interview?
About 9 months.
About 9 months. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for your help.
My pleasure. Good luck.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. We're going to speak to Asset in New Haven, Connecticut. I believe we have a man on the street. We're going to be surprised on who the man in the street is. Maybe we'll run. Maybe what we should do, I don't know. I'll let Jill pick the man in the street. Maybe it should be from the Women's March. I love the Women's March man in the street. Maybe it should be an immigration, maybe personal injury, divorce. And then we'll come back and finish with all of your immigration questions. Let's see the live shot. What's live in New York going on right now? Let's see. There it is, the live shot right from the window of our office here at 225 Broadway. There it is. Not a bad day out today. It was pretty warm. I like that shot. Can you put that shot and me together now? I wonder. No, you can't. Okay, that's good. That's cool. I'll give you a second. All right. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Asset in New Haven, Connecticut. Asset.
Hi. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning. How are you?
What did you do with Squeeze today?
All right, let me tell you something. Okay, it's private what I did with Squeeze today. He's locked up in a box somewhere, and I'm going to bring him out at 12 o'clock. All right, he's getting punished right now. No, I'm only kidding. I don't know where he is. He actually had some issues this morning. He is a bad boy. I don't know. Well, hopefully he'll be here for 12.
Okay, my question is, if one was married and got an annulment within 6 months, would that be considered a marriage to, so the person is remarried and want to put in the papers?
Yeah.
Would that affect putting in
It's
the
not
papers?
an effect at all, and I think you asked this question online, and I think I answered it as well, but I'll answer it again.
No, I did not get an understanding of it.
Okay, so all right, so this is the deal. When you get an annulment is something different than a divorce. An annulment means the marriage was void from inception because of some sort of fraud. Okay? Had I known about this issue, I would have never married this man. This issue caused me to marry him, and had I known the facts differently, I would have never married him. Annulment means fraud. The marriage was fraudulent and void from the beginning. Like, for example, he was married to another woman. So you can't be married to two people. Had I known he was married to another woman, never got divorced, I would have never married him. Or maybe I want to have children, and if it turns out that he had a vasectomy. Had I known he had a vasectomy and he's impossible to have children, I would have never married him. Those are frauds on a marriage. So that's what an annulment means. It means it never happened. A divorce means I was married, we were married for some period of time, and now the marriage is terminated. Okay? Now, when you file for immigration, the question is, were you ever married before? Legally speaking, you were never married before. Okay? Because you got an annulment. So legally, technically, you were never married. But I'm always concerned about, being forthcoming to the immigration officer. They may not fully understand the technicalities of the difference between a divorce and annulment, and then and then they're saying, what are you trying to hide? How come you didn't mention? So what I said was, even though the marriage never happened, I would still check off married, marriage annulled.
Okay, so I'll have to get that annulment paper to put with it.
Yes.
Okay, because really, the problem was this man was sick to death and didn't stay. He's now dead.
Okay, well, did you get an annulment first, or did he die first?
Yes.
What?
It was within 6 months. It was done within 6 months.
You got an annulment within 6 months. All right, so if you got an annulment, you got an annulment.
Okay, so get the annulment paper, put with it. Make sure it's tick off. Okay, Brad, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you, you too. We have one call left, so we're going to get to Stacy now, who's calling from Boston, Massachusetts. Stacy.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing this morning?
Great.
Good. Question for you.
You feel for me?
Yes.
Oh, you have a question for me?
Yes, question.
Oh, okay.
Okay. My sister, she just put in for her citizenship.
Uh-huh.
And she added her son to the paper. She did it in September, but she unfortunately I think she sent 80 cents extra.
Wait, what happened? You're breaking up. Are you on like a Bluetooth?
Yes.
What happened? Unfortunately.
She sent in the papers and they sent it back. Say it was 80 cents extra.
It was what?
80 cents. 80 cents extra.
Oh, she paid 80 cents extra?
Yes.
How do you pay cents to immigration? There's nothing in cents. That's so weird. Okay.
So they sent it back, and that was in September, and and then she sent it back to them, correct it, and mail it back.
Okay.
And then when they sent it back, no, he turns 80. He turns 21 now. So is there anything we could do?
No, unfortunately. You have to be a citizen before the child turns 21. She's filing for this child. I think you asked that question on Facebook. Once you're filing for the child, you have to become a citizen before 21. Other than that, that child's waiting 7-8 years. Just it's fact.
Okay.
So unfortunately, that child's out of luck. Now that doesn't mean out of luck on the application filed by mom. Not to say he or she won't come. It's just going to be 6-7 years from now. Maybe there's other options. So I think what needs to happen is your sister needs to call us, have a consultation. If she's not in the New York area, it can be done by phone. And let's see if there's other options to get the son here other than mom filing for him.
He's here.
Okay, then he's turning 21 when?
He's 21 in October.
In October.
October. She put it in September and he turned 21.
So he's already 21.
Yes.
He's an adult. He needs to come see me.
All right, City. Thank you very much. You have a good one now.
Thank you. You too.